Okay, check this out. This is going to be a pretty good video in which I'm going to show you how you too can make roughly $1,500 to $3,000 in a day um, creating websites. Now, this is not guaranteed. I don't promise you to do this. This is something that my students have done, something I currently do as a company, as an agency, and I'm going to show you how to do the exact process. And I'm going to show you a trick where you can create your own AI website in seconds, right? Minutes, like not that long. You don't have to be a coder. You don't have to do anything, but it's going to be awesome. Your clients will love it. So the first thing you want to do is you want to identify a company or a group of people who actually can afford your service. So typically, most people I share with this strategy, I tell them to create a website and sell it for between, if you're trying to get like something just momentum, sell a website between $497 to $697, right? You can do a one-time fee of that price point, or you can do $99 a month, right? Either way, it will work. So let me show you what I would do. I will basically go to ChatGPT and I'll ask ChatGPT um, a simple questions. 10 service-based businesses that need a website bad, right? And so this is me just trying to find, 10 service-based businesses that need a website bad, right? And we're gonna go through these things right quick. So I personally, all right, and it tells you like why, right? They rely on barbers rely on word of mouth, Instagram, local restaurants use DoorDash, missing SEO. I personally like 80% of people Google before hiring. So I like these type of people. I like home service business, right? So we're gonna say home service business. So we're gonna say roofers, plumbers, handyman, electricians. So let's look up plumbers, right? We're gonna say plumbers in Chicago, right? So this is what I would do. I'll tell anybody to look up plumbers where you located, like kind of close to where you located. We're gonna click on the maps because we're trying to identify, you know, plumbers that have a Google business listing, okay, but don't have a website or they don't have a great website, right? There's a couple factors to this. You want them to at least have some reviews, but okay, let's look at the ones that don't have a website first. So we see several that are on Google, okay. We're gonna kind of scroll down, and several on here, kind of going down. There's a fast way of doing this. You can use actually ChatGPT to do this part, but like this right here, they have 141 reviews, but no website. So Fast Action Plumbing, right? So Fast Action Plumbing, right? They have no website. So what I would do is I'll put this in here, right? And then I will go to please give me information on the following company, right? So we're just trying to, again, this is the hard way of doing it, a long way of doing it, but I'm asking ChatGPT to give me information on Fast Action Plumbing in Chicago. So what it's doing is kind of giving me all this information, right? They actually shows right here they have a website, so they must have a website, but it's on their Google listing. So we're gonna click right here. I'm gonna open it up. I'm gonna click on their website because Google didn't show they have a website, but they do have a website. So let's look at this. Okay. So they do have a website. Let's look at the website. Okay, and the website basically has this information. Okay. All right. So Fast Action Plumbing, they do have a website. It's okay, right? It's not built up, but they do have a website, right? So we're gonna go back. We're gonna look at other plumbing companies. Okay, we'll leave them alone for right now. And so we're gonna look at more companies that do have a website. They don't have a website. Okay, so we're gonna keep on scrolling. So affordable plumbing have 217. So I'm gonna do the same thing about them. I'm gonna say I'm gonna go to Google. I'm like, please give me the following information, right? So hopefully we give me more information if they have a website, if they don't have a website. If they don't have a website, we're going to build one out for them. If they do, so it's kind of giving me all the information. All right. I'm going to ask what's their website. Do they own a website? Right. Again, just a little investigation. So it says, here's what I found. Suggests they probably don't, or their website presence is very minimal. All right, cool. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up here and I'm going to show you guys the quick way I'm going to do this. So I'm going to copy this, right? And so I use a website AI builder called ReadyAI. Let me show you guys how it looks. So ReadyAI is our go-to way of us creating websites super fast. So we're basically creating something called a smart AI, a smart website. So a smart website is the ability to have a website that's not just just getting a website. We're basically helping people get lead captured. We're helping people get the ability to communicate voice, right? Like the website can actually talk to them, almost like a chat bot, and also it actually like it says words, but it also can kind of create the ability for them to have an actual chat bot on the site. So let me show you how this is going to work. So let's go check out this right here. I want to build this out in front of you so you guys can see how it works. And so once we identify the company that we're going to go after, again, this is the plumbing company. So we're going to now go to ChatGPT like we were in. I'm trying to make sure it just stays blank so you can kind of see this step by step live so you don't have to. All right, cool. So we're going to go to back ChatGPT and I'm going to say these words. Please create a ready AI prompt from the following, right? And so following. So I'm paste that in there. And basically I just copy up what I got from Google. And now it's going to create a ReadyAI prompt. And so make sure it's under 2,000 characters. Now, so ReadyAI has to be under 2,000 characters because it just won't go through. So I'm going to create this. All right, it's still coming. Perfect. So now I'm going to copy this. I'm going to paste this right here. And I'm going to hit go. Now, right in front of your face is going to build out a Ready AI website. So I'm going to show you how to do it in seconds. And we're going to, so while this is going, again, at the end of the day, we want to make sure that we go to Google. So let's talk about the steps again. We go to Google, and in Google, we find a service-based business that doesn't have a website, or their website can be low grade, or you want to upgrade it, right? Then you go to ChatGPT, you put it in here, and you say, create me a ReadyAI website, and use the prompt. And then you go to Ready, please enter desired requirement. So let's do this real quick. Please create. So now it's thinking about the site. And so let's do a new one, because I feel like I want to show you guys, like, because it's asking me to do a new one. I'm going to create it under new project. So we'll do a new project. I'm gonna say plumbing, right? Website. So when you first do it, it starts right here. It's a web app. So I'm gonna keep it on a React. I'm gonna hit create. So I'm gonna do it this way. And here I'm gonna put in that prompt that I got from ChatGPT, right? And so it's creating the site for me, and it's modifying the file, creating a professional one, right? And this is exactly what I would do. Let it do it. So while I was creating this, again, they have 217 reviews, 4.8. That's not bad, right? They're probably getting their clients word of mouth, because clearly in ChatGPT says they have no web presence, or I said, do they own a website? It says they couldn't find anything from ChatGPT. So we're going to kind of have this build it out for us, and it's creating the code, it's creating everything within seconds, right? So this should take probably like the next like 30 more seconds to build out. And again, once you build it out, we're going to add extra things to this. So this is a new feature in ReadyAI. At first, you just did websites. That's all you did, right? So now you have the ability to integrate Stripe. You have the ability to integrate almost like a CRM inside this, right? You're also able to create a working chat where you can like talk to it, and it can talk to you. So we're going to try to test this out, and let's see what happens. And so while it's building it out, okay. So again, let's do it again. I want to make sure you guys understand this. You want to make between, $597 to $797, or $497 to $797. I see the sweet spot if you're trying to sell these websites, $497, right? That's the sweet spot. People buy all day. And if you do $99 a month, they will purchase all day as well. Okay. So you can basically approach it, have an SOP where I show how you can reach out to local businesses and give them these websites as a demo, right? So it's building it out. We're still building it out. We're not building it up, but the software is still kind of creating the files. I'll continue building the plumbing website to creating the contact section, updating the main page, either together to bring everything together. Cool. So again, there are different ways you can do this. You can basically, once you build this out, you show them a demo. We have a whole script where we send it out to them, and we basically show them these are the things that they need to have. But then also, one of the things you can do is you can upsell them on a social media package, like monthly social media packaging and things of that nature. You also can talk about reviews, creating a ability for them to get reviews. There are a lot of things you can do, but again, a foot in the door, which is an easy way to get a client, is to create a website, because they just want to get leads. They want the ability to get leads 24/7, ability to close a client and not have to think about it, right? So now it says calendar. Oh, you actually have the ability to do a calendar as well. So let's see what happens. Okay. All right. So this is the website. So we're going to do a couple of things. So right here, it says Chicago most trusted plumbers, right? And so we have this right here, right? Immersive, right? So what you could do is do integrations right here. And in integrations, You can do super base, which will do a functionality, but also I like this right here, AI chat voice agent for customer service and appointment scheduling. So I'm gonna click on that, and this is gonna literally give us the ability where it can talk to our client, and our client can see that they have their own um, appointment agent where it's going to close for them, right? And this all can be click to call, right? But sometimes people don't want to talk to you. They just want to basically have it where the calendar is integrated and they can just talk to this agent bot right here, and it can communicate and set everything up for them. So let's see what we got going on. It's going to pull up in a minute. And again, the whole goal is to get clients relatively fast to make it happen. So I click on here, right? And so people are gonna, click on here. It says choose voice or text. So you can text. You can say here. You can say hello, right? And so, right, or if I talk and say, hello, I just need to know I need help with this information, right? So you can kind of talk in here as well. Let's see what happens. Let's refresh this again. Hello, what's going on? I need some help with this information. And so, all right, so now we basically say something not right. The talk feature is not working. So I'm gonna say the voice agent is not working. I can't hear it. So it says talk to us, right? So this should have the ability for it to communicate, right? So let's see what happens. It said I can see ReadyAI is already installed. Agent website, but there may be a functionality issue. Okay, let's see what we got going on. So they're basically saying like, okay, they're gonna do another version of it. They're gonna say hit it again. And so again, with this right here, you can basically create a super base. You can create Stripe, Calendar, schedule meetings automatically. Okay, so you can basically connect your Calendar link in here if you want to. Mailchimp, Google Analytics, Stripe. You can do Superbase, right? Connect to Superbase, which is pretty cool. But Superbase in the background, I don't want to do that yet. But let's see what we got going here. Hello, I'm trying to get more information about the company. And so let's see what's happening over here. For some reason, like I said, let me make sure my volume is good. Make sure logic. Okay. Hello, can you hear me? I'm trying to make sure I understand more about the website. Okay. Hello, hello, hello. I'm trying to get more information about the website. So trying to figure out what's going on with this. Um, let's see if we do something else. I'm going to show you guys. Let's look at this right quick. Let's look at this. I was working on this the other day. So I'm trying to see if this works. I was working on the site the other day, and let's see if I click on here. Hey, can we hear me? Can you hear me? Hello. So, okay, I'm trying to see. So this is like the text works, but I know the voice should work. Um, hey, I'm trying to talk to this. The voice is not working. What's going on with the voice? So again, something's going on with the voice component. I know it worked. It was working the other day. And so we definitely got to look into that. But the point of the matter is, I don't want this video to be too long. That in ReadyAI, now you have the ability where you can actually add these components. Again, it has the AI chat voice feature. I'm going to do another video where I'm going more in detail about it. But hopefully this makes sense. Talk to you soon.